What's going on, people? This is a black female YouTuber that goes by the name Successful Ladies Live. She created a video, which I'm going to put the link on the bottom and you guys can check it out for yourself. Go take a look at some of her videos. She asked a question. Why are black men so obsessed with hair? Why are black men so obsessed with hair? So I'm going to comment or try to answer her question. The comment I made to her was, I personally get tired of y'all trying to be white women. Be yourself. A woman's hair is her glory. I'm starting to look at other nation of women for beauty because black females have become so ugly and masculine. Now she commented with a link that states black men created the hair relaxer, straightening cream, and hot comb. And then she wrote, just to be clear. My response to that was, I wasn't aware that a whole race of men created that, being sarcastic. I guess I didn't get the memo. So she's using the same excuse that a lot of black folks use when it comes to drugs and guns in the black community. The excuse they always use is we don't have any trains and boats and planes and, we don't have any poppy fields to grow this stuff. But yet they use it to destroy themselves. Now, in my humble opinion, black men are not obsessed with black women's hair. Speaking from my own personal experience growing up, because like I always mention in my videos, I grew up in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, where there were the only women that really wore wigs back at that time were older women or women that lost their hair for whatever reason. But they wore wigs. Coming up as a young man, I was so used to seeing the black girls come to school with their hair done. Even on holidays like Easter, when we go to church, the girls, the women had their hair done. Yeah, they did use the straightening comb, and I'm sure they used perm, but it was their hair. And they looked good. So when you run your fingers through the woman's hair, you don't feel a bunch of tracks. Now, I completely understand women that say that every now and then they want to change up their styles. I understand that. But to look at long flowing weave like a white female, and you can hardly talk to a black female for her constantly flicking her head, man, or pushing that hair back that's not even in her eyes. It could just be hanging on her face, but she's just gotta do the gesture that white women make to push the hair back. So, and again, I came up in an era where black females talked about white women's hair. They said that white women had hair like dogs, but yet now black females are trying to wear that same style. No, black men are not obsessed with black women's hair. We just get tired of seeing the fake horse hair or dead people's hair on your head. We want a real woman like y'all say you want a real man. I stopped personally talking about black females wearing wigs and weaves. I don't talk about it no more because it's beating, no pun intended, but it's beating, it's like beating at a dead horse. You know, black females fight and defend wearing that mess on their head, regardless of what their men has to say. So you're going to have black males that's going to use black women for sex, you know, and you wonder why. And speaking honestly as a man, you wonder why black men will use you up, lay down with you, have sex with you, create babies, and then leave you holding the baggage. You wonder why. You are alone. That's the reason why. Because of the fact that you are not real. You know? You're not attractive. I mean, and this is not to put black women down. I grew up dating just black women. I've never dated outside of my race. Never. Even to this very day. But black females have become so unattractive to me. They're too masculine and fake to me. You know, and just to look at them, everybody got a mop on their head, man. All these black females, just about every black female you run into has got a mop on her head, you know? And the mop looked like something she just threw on top of her head, man. She don't even take care of it. And the ones that do take care of it, you know, it's annoying because they constantly sit there and just throw their head around like they're white, and they're not. You know, if I want a white girl, I'm going to go date a white girl. I'm not going to get a black female that wants to be white and try to act white. That's so annoying to me. Just be yourself. That to me is a huge turnoff to me personally. And again, like I said, I find myself looking past black females and looking at other nation of women because black females are just not that attractive. They, you know, they just, I'm not attracted to them, you know, like I used to be, you know. Now, every now and then you may find a black woman that looks nice, you know, she presents herself nice, but, you know, she's got to like do all these butt injections and she's got to just maim herself, man. It's like, I don't want, you know, you think you're getting one thing, man. You meet somebody and you start dating this woman and you start liking her, and then, you know, later to find out that's not who she really is, you know. And I know that there's black females that have the argument that, well, white women wear weave too. You know, maybe they do, but they're wearing their texture and their hair color. You know, every now and then you may see a white female that wears some orange or green or red hair. You know, more of those punk rockers type women, you know. But for me personally, man, black females are just not that attractive. You know, modern day black females are just not that attractive. They're not appealing to me. They're too masculine, you know. And I don't know. I mean, that's just my opinion. And another thing too, I think too, is that I really don't think that too many modern day females or black women really, I don't really think they know how to take care of their own hair. They're so used to wearing weaves and wigs that they don't like their own hair and they don't know how to take care of their own hair. So even when they choose or decide to go natural, as they call it, they end up looking like a Muppet because they think in order to go natural, you have to look like a Sesame Street Muppet with your hair just standing up on your head wild, frizzy. You know, even coming up in the 70s when We wore afros. The afros were neat. I mean, they were nice and neat. We were proud of who we were. James Brown even made a song, "Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud." So we were proud of who we were, and we had the Afro pick, especially the men, that with the fist on it. We wore it right at the top of our head. We carried our pick with us, but at the same time, we just kind of left the pick in our hair. But it was nice and neat. Just go back and look at like the Silvers or the Jackson 5 or Angela Davis. Look at how they had their hair. Even the women that cut their hair short, it was neat. It wasn't just standing frizzy up on your head and then you make a video saying like, "Oh, I'm going natural today," and you looking like a Sesame Street Muppet. It's good that you choose to go natural, but you look like a Sesame Street Muppet, because by you wearing your hair like that, you're telling a story that you don't know how to take care of it. See, a woman's hair is her glory, and that's one of the first things that men look at when they see a woman, because that's a trait. That's a trait that women have. Women, their hair is their glory. So you take care of your glory. I mean, what man wants a bald-headed woman? I mean, there's females that shave their head and they look all right, but for myself personally, I could not be with a bald-headed female. I could not. I mean, I shaved my head. I'm a guy. I can do that. But why would I want to walk side by side with a woman with her head shaved and shining like mine? Look like two butt cheeks walking down the street. You know what I mean? So that's like not attractive, man. I don't care how her body look. I don't care how her personality is. Nobody wants the bald-headed chick, man. Not me, at least. When a woman know how to take care of her hair, that tells a lot about her. That tells a whole lot about the woman by how she takes care of her hair, because her hair is a part of her appearance. She's a part of her appearance. If you look at any other nation of women, because I see different nations of women every single day, especially like Middle Eastern women, women from India, Arabic women, and these are like professional women. Even when it comes to European women, they carry themselves like ladies. They present themselves like ladies. And that's why you see other nation of women are able to marry and acquire wealth or some type of substance with a guy. That's why they're able to marry. But when it comes to black females, just today alone, I watched a number of videos where different black females was going to Asia, Korea, Japan, China, looking for men to date. There's females that went to the UK, they go to France, they go to Italy just to find a man. And then they make videos and complain about being discriminated against, because of who they are or because of how they look and maybe because of how they act. They call it a stereotype, but is it really a stereotype? If you're acting manly and thuggish and people play that back to you and you say it's a stereotype, is it really? If that's what you show in the world, man, is it really a stereotype? If that's what you're displaying, is it really a stereotype? But it's sad that you have to travel to Asian countries, man, where they don't even like you. Asians, for the most part, do not like black folks. I don't care if you're black American. I don't care if you're an African or what. They do not like black folks. They look at you like you are a piece of feces just because of your skin complexion. And Asian dudes from France, I don't care. They will use you for sex and that's it. Every now and then you may see a marriage that may come out of a union. but you have to travel to different nations just to try to find a husband or try to find a mate. And that's sad because your own men in America don't want you, or they will just use you and then push you to the side. See, so if you got more and more of your men trying to let you know what they don't like. I mean, if women tell men, I don't like you being fat. I don't like you because you got a big gut. I don't like because men, for the most part, man, we'll try to we'll work with you. We'll try to better ourselves so that we can get that woman. Right? But when it comes to black females, we'll say like, look, we don't like you wearing those weaves. I mean, if you could take care of that weave and that wig, why can't you take care of your own hair? So no, it's not that we're obsessed with it. We're not obsessed. We want a woman. We want to be able to look at, we want someone that's pleasing to our eyes. See, and by your hair being your glory, man, that's one of the first things that men look at, how you take care of your hair, how you take care of your body, how you come outside, how you present yourself when you step outside. So no, I wouldn't call that obsession. I just call that a natural thing, man. It's just natural for men to be attracted to women that look like women, and not women that try to be somebody else or try to be men. Black females try to be like everybody but themselves. You try to be like men. You claim you don't like black men, but you try to act like black men. Your mouth be twisted all to the side. Yo, what's up, nigga? You're acting like you having some type of fit or convulsion. Your shoulder going all up one side. Yo, what's up, nigga? Your fingers all, crooked up like you deformed. Just thinking you're acting thuggish. Who wants to be with something like that? The only type of dude that would want to be with a female that presents herself like that, like a thug, is a down low homosexual. A black dude that is a down low homosexual, or a white dude that is a homosexual on the down low, don't mind being with a thuggish acting female. But a real man want a lady. And that's why when you see, I used to always try to understand or overstand, why is it that when black men leave black women and go to other nation of women, they treat those women nice. Nowadays it's kind of different because you have a lot of, deadbeat dudes out there, man, that they just dog out women regardless of what race they are. They leave white women, stranded too, and carrying the load by themselves, So there's a lot of dudes that's just no good nowadays, man. But there's still a lot of good men out there, a lot of black men out there. But for some reason, black females don't want them. Black females are fearful of strong black men. I'm talking about men that handle their business, men that take care of themselves, men that have a career. They're afraid of that because of the fact that they're not able to control that man. They're not able to control that man, nor his finances, nor his life. So because of that, she's threatened by him. She fears him. I recall being told by this black female that she couldn't be with me because she said, you always think 5 steps ahead of me. She said, I don't like that. She said, you're always 5 steps ahead of me. She said, you always think ahead of me. I don't like that. So I couldn't be with you. I had a black female tell me that. So no, we're not obsessed with black females' hair. We just want a woman, man. We want someone that's pleasing to our eyes, man. We don't want someone that's trying to be European, man. We want someone to be yourself. And again, like I said, and I have to reiterate this, wearing your natural hair is not looking like a Muppet, man. And I think black females have the wrong perception of what natural hair is supposed to be like. This generation this generation is so caught up in fakeness and falsehood that they really can't grasp or understand realness. So when they're presented with realness, they don't know how to handle it. Just like they can't take care of their own hair. They can't. I remember women, although they straighten their hair or they may use, perm or whatever back in time, and even still today, they used to like straighten and curl their hair. They had rollers in their hair. Women took care of themselves, man. And then when they took the rollers out, they were able to put it in a certain style. They look good. It made them look good, man. Your hair is what makes you in a way. It's a part of what makes you. It's hair. Your hair is the part of your ingredients, man. That makes you a woman. Your hair. Just like back in time, it was not manly for dudes to wear long hair, man. Because we used to see them white dudes, man, even black dudes, man, that had long hair, their long ponytails and whatnot, like a woman. And sometimes you be seeing a dude from behind, man, you think, but just by his head, you think he's a woman. Until he turn around. Right? So, I don't know. That's my answer to you. That's my response video. No, we're not obsessed with hair. No, we're not. And like I said, I don't even talk about it no more. If you guys notice, I have not made any videos about black females' hair. I'm not. I was on the Trisha show. She had a thing on there, I'm not my hair. And I gave my opinion, but I stopped talking about it, man, because it's like, it's beating a dead horse. No pun intended, although you're wearing horsehair, So it's just, you guys are going to do what you're going to do. You just do you. But I'm not attracted to it, personally, speaking personally. And like I said, I'm looking at more other nations, man. When I see other nation of women, man, they look really nice. They look good. They take care of themselves, man. They take care of themselves, and they wearing their own hair, their own body parts, to my knowledge, so that's attractive, man. So that's why you find so many black men are going to other races, man, because, our women don't care about themselves. They don't. So that's my take on it. And I know I'm going to get some hate, but that's okay. That's okay. It's my opinion. If you want realness, I'm just being real. I'm keeping it real. It's like, no, we're not obsessed with it. We just want our women to be women. That's it. And stop trying to act like dudes, man. So feedback, tell me what you think. Until next time, I'm fearless.